G'day guys, welcome back to Mango Invest. In this video, right, we're going to do a quick little recap of the portfolio and all the the buys, the sells, and the transactions that we've done in the last week. But we're currently sitting at $290,000 of total equity. You would have seen that's reduced from last week of being close to $300,000. So yes, we are continuing to sell Apple and Microsoft as it continues to rally, and as you can see, the buying power has increased just under $16,000, which is really good there. So we'll move straight into the transactions. Okay, and you can see some a few little dividends here. We'll start with AGNC. On the 11th of January, we've got $118, and this is every single month, which is absolutely awesome. All right, and then this is when we first sold Microsoft. So look at the 12th and the 13th. I believe I sold 5 shares this time, and then 3 shares pretty much the very next day. So we'll actually have a look at Microsoft and why I sold. So over the last week, when we first sold, it was the 12th of Jan. That was sitting at $387 per share. So I decided to sell because it did sort of rally, just a touch, and then the very next day, 13th, it reached this sort of like bit of a jump here, and again I took that opportunity to sell there. And then I did do another sell, which you'll see later on, but it's continued to rally, all the way up to $398 per share, which is just under 400, which is insane. We're reaching all-time highs there. So yeah, some good profits are locked in there as it rallies. All right, we've also got a deposit there. Now, this is the first deposit of 2024. I've made a target or a goal this year to invest $30,000 or deposit $30,000 of my own money into the my portfolio here, just to quickly elevate it and continue the road to get to $1 million. So we initially put in $2,500 Australian currency just to kick off the new year. That's my first deposit that I made. And then, given the currency conversion plus the fees that stake, take as well, we ended up getting $1,636 USD for that first transaction or the first deposit for 2024. So let's see if we can try and hit this target by December 2024. We need to get to that $30,000. All right, and then on the same day, 19th of January, sold Apple. We'll just take a quick little look into Apple just to see how they've performed over the last sort of week. Sort of up here, down, just for a quick sort of touch, and then we're back up again. So again, just taking advantage of that, that slight sort of rise. I reckon we will get to more than $200 per share, which is pretty crazy. It was only not too long ago where it was at $197. So yeah, definitely taking advantage of the recent rally there. And then on the 20th of Jan, when Microsoft reached pretty much its all-time high, just shy of $400, which is $398 per share. Pretty insane there. All right, we sold a further 5 shares, I believe. Could have been like 4 or 5. Don't quote me on that one. All right, and then that pretty much just went straight into the cash position, as you can see here. All right, so the cash is sitting at just under 16 grand, just waiting for that opportunity in the market, waiting for a slight correction where we can deploy those funds back into Apple and Microsoft, hopefully. And then, so looking at track your dividends. So if you were to take all the equity of $290,000 and you put the cash together, we're sitting at 306 or just over $306,000 USD. So when you convert that to Australian currency, you're looking at around $450,000 Australian. You would have noticed that the yield on cost has gone down from 5% to 4.96. That's because we have sold off Apple and Microsoft, which did have a small or relatively small sort of dividend that they do pay, which reduced the annual income just slightly. But I'm willing to take that sort of risk, in order to build up that cash position ready for a market correction. All right, and then just to recap all the big name players of the portfolio. So AGNC is paying me $1,400 per year. We've got JEPI paying a massive $3,300 per year. LTC just over $1,000 a year. We've got Realty Income Corporation just under $2,000 per year, and then QILD a massive just under $2,500 per year there. So overall, tracking really well. I'm very happy with the portfolio. We started this year at $300,000. In the total portfolio, taking the equity and cash, putting it together, we're now up to $306. the dividends are continuing to come in, extremely rapidly. They're only growing with time. It's only compounding, which is going to make me more money in the future. And the most exciting thing about this year is my target to deposit $30,000. Stick with me on the journey. If you did like the video, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. And also, if you did want to sign up with Stake and make a brokerage account and start investing today, just use the code ChrisM965. Okay, so you'll get a free stock and I'll get a free stock. So it's basically free money, right? So why wouldn't you do it? But as always, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch us in the next video.